There, so I make a move, you take a move. I make a move, continue. This goes.
Just the other day, I had the pleasure of hosting a special guest at our off-grid farm. As I prepared for their visit, I decided to set up an outdoor seating area that would showcase our beautiful surroundings. I chose a spot with plenty of natural light and a lovely view of the farm. I covered a table with vibrant Maasai red cloth, adding a pop of color to the setting. To give it a more rustic feel, I arranged some wooden pallets around the area. As the guest arrived, I welcomed them with a warm smile and gave them a brief tour of our farm. They were impressed by the innovative farming methods and how we manage our resources sustainably. After the tour, we settled into our outdoor seating area. And that's when the guest surprised me. He mentioned that he was from Poland and happened to be a chess enthusiast. To my delight, he offered to teach me some one-on-one chess lessons. The knight's movement was unique, moving 2 squares in one direction and then 1 square in a perpendicular direction. The pawn, although limited in its movement, could capture diagonally 1 square. As we started playing, my guest explained the basic rules of gameplay. White moves first, followed by black, and players alternate turns. You can only move 1 piece per turn, and if a piece lands on a square occupied by an opponent's piece, it captures that piece. Simple enough, I thought, but as the game progressed, I realized that strategy and anticipation were key to winning. My guest also taught me about special moves like castling and en passant. Castling allows the king to castle with a rook if neither piece has moved, and there are no pieces between them. En passant is a special pawn capture that can be made if a pawn moves 2 squares forward, and an opponent's pawn could have captured it if it had only moved 1 square.
The objective of the game, my guest reminded me, is to checkmate the opponent's king. This means the king is in a position to be captured, and there is no way to move the king out of capture. As we played, I realized that protecting the king while trying to capture the opponent's king was a delicate balance. As a beginner, my guest offered some valuable tips. Controlling the center of the board with pawns and pieces was crucial, he said. Developing pieces quickly to attack the opponent and defend one's own king was also important. Protecting the king with pieces and pawns and analyzing the opponent's moves to anticipate their strategy were also key takeaways. As the evening wore on, I found myself completely absorbed in the game. The strategic thinking, the anticipation, and the thrill of capturing an opponent's piece. It was exhilarating. I was grateful for the opportunity to learn from my guest, and I looked forward to many more games in the future. As the sun began to set, my guest checked his watch and realized he had to leave. I thanked him for the chess lessons and the enjoyable afternoon we had shared. As he departed, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the unexpected surprise of learning chess from a seasoned player. It was a memorable experience and one that I would cherish for a long time. The outdoor setting, with the Maasai red cloth and wooden pallets, had added a rustic charm to our chess lesson. As we packed up the board in pieces, I couldn't help but feel inspired to continue learning and improving my game. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be the one teaching chess to others.